Was Lionel Messi's greatest club success built on the genius of Xavi and Iniesta? Let's look at the facts. Messi won 4 Champions League with FC Barcelona in 2006, 2009, 2011, and 2015. Xavi and Iniesta were the central figure in 3 of those triumphs in 2009, in 2011, and 2015. And mind you, in that era, 80% of Barcelona team were also in the Spanish team. Just like this present era now, that 90% of Barcelona players are in the Spanish team. That was how it was in that era as well. And in that era, let's look at what the Spanish team was able to achieve with Xavi and Iniesta in that team. In 2008, the Spanish team won the Euros. In 2010, the Spanish team won the World Cup. In 2012, the Spanish team won the Euros again. So you can see what the Spanish team were able to achieve with Xavi and Iniesta. So now, let us come back to Barcelona. In Xavi and Iniesta's era, let us look at what Barcelona was able to achieve and as well what Messi was able to achieve. In 2007-2008 season, Barcelona got to the Champions League semi-final but got knocked out by Manchester United. You know, that was Scholes' long-range shot. So in 2008-2009, they won the Champions League. They defeated Manchester United in the final. In 2009-2010, they got to the semi-final but got knocked out by Inter Milan. In 2010-2011, they won the Champions League. In 2011-2012, they got to the semi-final but got knocked out by Chelsea. In 2012-2013, they got to the semi-final but got knocked out by Bayern Munich. In 2013-2014, FC Barcelona got to the semi-final but got knocked out by Atletico Madrid. In 2014-2015, they won the Champions League. Now let us look at Messi's performance in those seasons. In 2008, with Xavi and Iniesta, in 2009-2009, Messi scored 9 goals in the Champions League. In 2009-2010, Messi scored 8 goals in the Champions League. In 2010-2011, Messi scored 12 goals in the Champions League. In 2011-2012, Messi scored 14 goals in the Champions League. In 2012-2013, Messi scored 8 goals. In 2013-2014, Messi scored 8 goals. And in 2014-2015, because Xavi left Barcelona in 2015. So in 2012-2015, Messi scored 10 goals. In total, Messi scored 75 goals, playing alongside Xavi and Iniesta. And let us go to when Xavi left Barcelona and when Iniesta left Barcelona as well. Xavi left Barcelona in 2015 and Iniesta departed in 2018. From then until Messi left Barcelona in 2018, Barcelona failed to win Champions League at all. They failed to win any Champions League, and at the same time, they failed to even make it to the final, the Champions League, after when Xavi left. And even in 2018, Iniesta departed. Barcelona never made it to the final, any Champions League, and they didn't win any Champions League at all, up until when Messi left, and till the present moment, like till now. Barcelona are still yet to win any Champions League, but let us go to Barcelona performance after Xavi left Barcelona. In 2015-2016, they got to the quarterfinal, got knocked out by Atletico Madrid. In 2016-2017, they got to the quarterfinal, got knocked out by Juventus. In 2017-2018, they got to the quarterfinal again, got knocked out by AS Roma. In 2018-2019, they got to the semi-final, but got knocked out by Liverpool. In 2019-2020, they got to the quarterfinal, got knocked out by Bayern Munich. In 2020-2021, they got to round of 16 and got knocked out by PSG. Messi's performance after Xavi left Barcelona. In 2015-2016, Messi scored 6 goals in the Champions League. In 2016-2017, Messi scored 11 goals. In 2017-2018, Messi scored 6 goals in the Champions League again. In 2018-2019, Messi scored 12 goals. In 2019-2020, Messi scored 3 goals. In 2020-2021, Messi scored 5 goals in the Champions League. The total of 43 goals after Xavi left. Scored 75 when Xavi was there. They won 3 Champions League when Xavi was there. They were always making it to the semi-final when Xavi was there. But when Xavi left Barcelona, they were always getting knocked out of the Champions League. Immediately they get to the quarterfinal. They never made it to the final. They only made it to the semi-final once. Aside from that once, they were always getting knocked out of the Champions League once they get to the quarterfinal. Messi is a good player. Messi is a great player. I'm not saying Messi is not a good player. Messi's brilliance was real, but so was the brilliance of Xavi and Iniesta. Barcelona's success came from one of the greatest team combinations in football history, and not from one player carrying everyone else.